ESPN, Ed Ashoff talked to you and said that you told him that there's some movement in the quarterback competition. I guess what was happening the last couple of weeks that's made some movement there?
Well, guys developing. We're getting close to game time, so it's those guys getting ready to go. At this point, who's ready to get on the field? Who's going to give us the best opportunity to move the offense, make plays, and gives us the best opportunity to win games. So it's starting to sort itself out. I see us playing more than one quarterback in the first game because part of the competition also comes down to, even though I probably feel good with knowing who's going to start by Monday. I hope, and see how they handle. The problem is we come out Monday. I think, okay, this guy's ready to be a starter. Now we transition to game plan, and they really don't handle it well. I might have to flip and go back. And so, and then the other aspect is getting into a game. Even though a guy's a starter, we want to make sure that they're ready when the lights come on. If he collapses, another guy really is much better when the lights come on, and we got to look at that aspect of the evaluation too. But and you got to have more than one quarterback ready to play, as we know through the years here. That we've had to play some years where we had to go to number 3 and be ready to go to number 4 on the depth chart. So, I think all the guys have progressed. I've seen good improvement by everybody moving forward, though.
How many of the 3 are still in contention to start?
All of them. There's always that opportunity that to do it, but I think the guys kind of are getting that feeling of how it's going to shake out a little bit themselves. If you ask them, I bet they'd have a good feeling, even though I haven't met with them all about it.
Have you narrowed down the reps with those guys yet? Like, I know you're splitting.
Yeah, no, we're still getting tons of reps. Once it went down to 3 guys here, 3 guys getting reps, there's, especially this time of year, there's plenty of reps to go. There's plenty of reps to go. The one thing you saw I had to monitor is that the throw spike, after it went from 4 to 3, the number of throws per practice spiked up on our charts. I'm like, holy cow, what did we do today in practice that caused this big giant spike in throws? It was we went from 4 quarterbacks to 3, so I think they're still able to get a lot of reps, all 3 guys.
Don Gray told us that even with the extra snaps, the quarterbacks were still showing arm strength all through the practice and still just sharp at the end.
They all got really strong arms, and we balance it. And Brian does a good job of monitoring it and rep counting and making sure guys are ready to go. I've been impressed in their preparedness to come into the season. There's been minimal fatigue with the quarterbacks at all during training camp, so that's good. I think I think they'll learn about their work ethic and how accurate they have to be and working all the little things. You always saw, Dak's the last guy that's here, but every quarterback you see improving from one year to the next. That summer's so important. I think they did come in being prepared for camp that way. I think they're going to know, hey, I not only got to be prepared, I got to be ready this way in the future.
In the last week, who's been that most consistent guy?
A quarterback?
Yeah.
Yeah, there hasn't been one that's been above everybody else. So just, like I say, is I have a good deal of it sorting out. It hasn't done this. There hasn't been one guy that's way up here and everyone else is down, or whatever. whether these guys perform poorly or one guy performed great. It's all still, everybody's right there, pretty close. Even in the grading, in the grading system, you think, okay, that'll sort it out. It's all everybody's within 1 percentage point of each other after about 2,500 snaps. So they're all pretty right, that much right there.
Coach Evans, he said that he saw improvement from his group in the second scrimmage. What did you kind of see?
Yeah. A little better, a little bit better up front. I thought we were able to run the ball a little bit better, which is important. That sets everything up there and the efficiency in running the ball. And doing it with the younger guys. Holloway, we've rested him a little bit. So to do it with some of the other guys and be ready to have depth at the running back and be able to run the ball with depth is going to be really important for us this season with young wideouts and young quarterback.
Have you seen any separation at the running back position?
No, not at the top. I think Brandon, I know, has had an excellent camp, and even though we've rested him a bunch, Ashton's played really well, and Harris Williams played really well. D. Lee's, coming along a little bit, and the other guys are still coming along, but those 3 I haven't seen much separation between those top 3.
How's the health of the team?
We're going into the, coming out of camp, we're fairly healthy. A lot of guys banged up, bruised up. We have 2 guys that are going to miss significant time. You got Tolando, Cleveland's going to miss the year with a torn ACL. So he's going to be out for the year. We'll visit later whether he's going to use his redshirt year and come back. I think we'd lean towards that right now, but see moving forward. And then the other guy, Cedric Jiles, broke his arm, and so he's going to be about till about mid-season. Not see how that recovery goes for us. But everybody else we expect. I mean, at this point, we expect to be healthy for game one.
With Sayed's injuries, obviously,